You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast, home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Monday is the day I believe, Edward, though sometimes I don't know.
It is Monday, mate. Yeah. Nice start to the day.
Great start today. Could you push that in for me, just that mic arm? It's just wigging me out because it does have a propensity to tip that table. Some of you may not be able to see the mic arm. There is another chair where we're filming opposite each other today because we just had a guest.
Out this Sunday.
Who may or may not be the CEO of the NRL.
May or may not be.
Yep.
That's why we're so dressed up.
That's why we're wearing pants. Our ball sacks aren't out. We thought it would be a little uncouth.
We thought, listen, you get the C-suite in, you put the pan on.
We probably should have worn suits. He looked very dapper.
He always wears a nice suit, doesn't he?
Does wear a nice suit.
I should have asked him about his suit because we're obviously in the business for new suits. We're going to get new suits soon just because we want some races coming up and that. Because he's nicely put together.
And this is no disrespect.
I liked his choice of tie.
You know what? This is annoying. This is annoying me now because we've missed a trick here.
Didn't think of it.
I know, but we have the commission chairman, Peter Volandis, who probably doesn't give that much of a fuck. He picks up suits. He wears Skechers sort of type shoes. He's in
a 46 long when he should be in a fucking 42. You know.
And then you've got Abdo.
PVL.
Then you've got Abdo here, who's sharp as a tack. Nice RMs on, the blue suit.
Pink tie.
It was
a dream.
Socks that weren't too funny, but they weren't plain.
Well,
they weren't little Simpsons socks.
You know what they said? He said, I can have a bit of fun.
I have a bit of fun, but this is business. These aren't silly socks. I'm not a Melbourne hipster, but
they've got a little bit about them. They're not black, they're not blue, they're not brown.
Yeah.
They might have a polka dot on them.
Yeah. Something. Pattern.
But
anyway, all it does say is he's willing to have a bit of fun, and it was. I loved it. He's a good dude. Some cool revelations. Some good revelations.
Spills the beans on a couple of things. He might have let slip on his allegiances as well.
Listen, we don't want to let too much go, but
he did.
Anyway, enough about the CEO of the NRL, who's a great man and now a dear friend.
Just racking up friends, Tom.
Just racking up friends, yeah. I'm glad you finished the sentence. Eddie, come to you on a Monday, a little bit sore, a little bit worse for wear, it's not uncommon after a day of thick ropes county cricket yesterday. And when I tell you, dude, the most satisfying victory I've ever had, maybe playing sport, certainly the history of thick ropes. There may have been victories I wasn't there for with thick ropes. Not many. But this was something else. So
set the scene for me, bruh.
I start getting DMs. Well, not I. Hello Sport starts getting DMs last week. They were just saying, "What's that?" Which is a really funny reference from an early 2000s film called Scary Movie.
What's that?
Yeah.
Funny movie.
It was a great movie. Reference a bit old, but that's okay.
I don't hate it. It could be better.
Sure. Just multiple people DMing us saying that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't realise the team that the Thick Ropes playing on Sunday is called Wazza.
Oh, right.
Right. So that's the name of their team. They're like, you're going to get fucked. We're going to smash, we're like the banter guys. I'm like, oh, okay.
They said that.
Well, listen, I'm paraphrasing, but they were the banter guys who were going to fucking, I hope you like some chirp. Like, okay, buddy. So we arrive at the ground expecting a bit of chirp. Before we were bowling first, as we like to do because usually we don't bat very well. So it's like, let's have this game go for a bit longer. You set some runs, then you bowl us out.
Oh, is that why?
Yep. And the second we're out there, they're chirping fucking all of us. They're batsmen. One of them, their fucking opening batsman needed a runner because he'd just done his ACL. We're like, excuse me, what the fuck is going on here? And they're having chirps at all of us, and we're just... Anyway, the whole first innings, all their team on the sideline, chirping, screaming, chirping. They were like maybe early 20s. They seemed like, kids that had a lot of growing to do.
Bravado of the youth.
Bravado of youth, and like I think Streety described it as like they don't know themselves yet. Like highly insecure, very loud.
Just testosterone
flooding
through the
nice
veins.
Nice guys, but just fucking bravado city, really milky chat. It was tough. One guy, they had a guy on the sideline with no shirt. Wasn't playing. Looked like Geordie Shore, like Snooky.
Ripped?
He was fit. You have to be if you're going to get around.
Do you have a six-pack?
Probably.
Chains?
Yes, I think so. Yep. Some chains.
Yep.
Bit of Paulie D about him, bit of Snooky, bit of situation. He's just there lipping, not even playing the game. He wasn't even selected, apparently.
Oh, they brought him down as Mr. Lip.
He was just a lip guy.
Did he have a short on or a pant?
Short.
Short.
Yeah.
Shoes?
No.
Tanned?
Oh, yeah.
Fake?
Possibly.
Okay. Greasy? As in, like,
had
a bit in the hair?
Hat. I'd assume so, though. If I was to just make a guess, hair gel.
Yep.
Plenty of it. Anyway, we end up keeping them for a pretty reasonable score. At one point, they're thrown out. They started going, I wasn't even bowling, right? I was
they giving it to Tommy?
Well, they're giving it to all of us, but I wasn't even bowling. And one of the boys was bowling, and then someone hit it, and they go, oh, yeah, how's that for a podcast?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. And then I think Uncle Wiramu over there just was like, wait, what did you just fucking say? They said it a couple of times, then Will starts going, how about that for a fucking podcast, boys? And just started repeating all of their Barnum shit back to them. They dropped the podcasting pretty quick because they were like, oh, that was lame. That was very lame. They called Street the R word.
Ooh.
Listen, it's not the word. Listen,
it's not inaccurate.
It's not. Well, it's not. So they were calling Street the R word. And then the next ball, Street bowls this guy, and Street's like, you just got bowled by an R word, brother.
That's pure fire.
No, it was. And again, they weren't the worst guys, but they were they had a lot of growing up, a lot of maturing to do. We were dads, we were coming there, and we were sort of just putting them over our knee and just smacking them on the bum. We then come out to bat. And it was tough out there. They could bowl all right. They weren't the worst bowlers. They were pretty tidy. Nothing too crazy, but tidy. What they couldn't do, Edward, was catch a fucking ball to save their life.
How many went down?
I got dropped twice.
What'd you make?
Fucking 16, nothing.
Oh, no.
No, listen, mate.
Oh,
Listen, it was not my best out.
But if you're getting was up to a week, you want to go out there and make a 50.
You do want to make a 50. It stung
Was it in your head a bit? Did you want it too much?
No, dude. Listen, I'm not going to... I don't have an excuse.
Get a good ball. Get a Jaffa, did you?
No, I didn't even get a Jaffa. I pulled both of my quads fielding.
Oh, okay.
But that's not why I got out.
Right.
Why'd
you get out?
I just got caught. I just wasn't playing well. But they were bowling tidy and I had nothing. Couldn't do anything. 16. So we shamefully exit the field because I was getting chirped. I was getting my bumhole ripped apart. But we can't, dude, their batsman hit fucking 30 runs off the last 3 balls. So we were like, oh shit, we're in trouble here. We come out, me and Streety go out, we set the tone, we both get out. They start turning on each other. They start abusing each other. Their chirp disappears. But by the way that the game's progressing is that the thick ropes are about to go down to the lippiest little cocksuckers on the face of God's green earth. And the mood was low on the sidelines. And then one of our boys, Ty, starts to wake up and just start abusing the fuck out of everyone on their team, just heckling.
Ty.
He had a bender. He got home at 6, and he came to play, and he just abused them all. Started getting in their heads. They started wigging out, bowling wides, fucking. Anyway, down to the final. I think we needed 23 off 17. And then we needed 17 off 13. Then we needed 9 off 6. And then it was 9 off 5. And then Street's brother-in-law pumps one of the biggest sixes you've ever seen. And then it's
Shout out to Ben Street.
Then it was 1 off 1. 1 off 1 for a famous win against these lippy little cocksuckers who were just all piss and vinegar until the game was brought to them and then they shrunk. And then Ben Street's brother, fucking just pumps one for 4, the final ball, and the thick ropes get up. And then you may have seen the video shared to our Instagram, you may not have. Don't look at it because it shows a bunch of incredibly unathletic men hobbling onto the field.
No, I saw it. It was huge.
When I looked at that back, I'm like, that's not how I thought we looked.
Yeah, that's It's like me and the dance troupe, mate. You know, I thought we were better than we. And Josh Adamani?
Your mate, dude. He's your mate.
Josh Adamari, he was good. The rest of us stunk.
Yep.
It was a bit of that in that video. I saw you boys running. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
It was.
You look laboured, mate.
Both of my quads were fucked.
Very late. There's like a little jump.
It was like
there was a little jump in there as well.
Oh well, I jumped onto Ben Street, Hamish's brother.
Yeah.
But the video.
It honestly looked like there was a couple of knees were about to go.
Well, yeah,
fake hip territory.
I was hobbling. Not an excuse either, because I thought I was moving like the wind. But I just can't tell you, dude. The most satisfying victory of my life.
You'd be on track for finals, surely. You've had a couple of wins.
We're coming third. Thick ropes are in a bit of form. We were talking about getting we were going to do a ladies' day and just get like dribblers down there and promote the fuck out of it, and just get cunts down there to watch us rip. Probably lose.
Ladies' day comes in how? Is it dribbler day or ladies' day?
Well, it's ladies' day, but ladies' day.
Which
blokes go to ladies' day.
Which ladies are you getting though for the blokes?
Our wives.
Right,
dude. Steph is.
So you're going to get the wives down there in little
No, they don't have to dress slutty, mate.
That's what happens.
Ladies' day is just you come down, you wear a nice frock, and you enjoy the cricket. Steph couldn't be more repulsed by me playing cricket. Generally, I sent her the video and she sent me back a vomit emoji.
Well, listen, it's an opportunity for the wives to feel sexy, get some young dribblers down there to say nice things to them.
And they just watch, mate, you might even have a bat. I know you're terrified. You're
well, it's Sunday, mate. You know what I'm
No, that's not what it is. You're terrified to pull the fucking whites on again or the melon.
No,
you don't want to go out there and face nuts,
until recently, i.e. kid on the way, Sundays were for me on the couch, mate, KFC, nice movie, licking my wounds.
Yeah, but you're not getting drunk every Saturday night, Edward. You're not.
Not anymore.
You're scared of the You're scared of the competition, mate. No, I'm seeing the spark leave your eye, and I don't want it. You're too young to give up.
Mate, you know I had a famous fucking Oztag career. Well documented.
Yeah.
Had the year off.
Well, did you blow out a hammy or a quad?
I blew out a hammy 1 year. Yeah. And I tell you what, you saw how laboured you were getting onto the field. You parlay that into running all the time, like in Oztag, and then you get the finger stuff in there. Yeah, it's just, I think there was maybe a general acknowledgement that it was, you're playing with fire a little bit, you know. You're moments away from injury in Oztag. I would have gone another year, but there just didn't seem to be the desire out of the boys.
felt pretty embarrassed yesterday, to be honest. Like, I got down there maybe 15 minutes early to warm up.
That's not long enough.
No, but I started gas bagging with the fellas, and I did no warm up. I forgot. And then I'm in the outfield, and I just made a quick, like, lunging movement to, like, run into just field a ball. Very big ground. Yeah. And by the time I picked up and threw it back in, I went, oh, Tommy, you've just strained one of your quads, buddy, from doing fucking nothing. Yeah. And then as I had to do it a couple more times, I go, oh, you've just strained your other quad, you fucking
mate, we're there. We're there. I was walking the dog this morning for like an hour, and then I started to notice while I was waiting for her to get me a coffee, back awareness. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Because I had 4 weeks off, so I gave up on my stretching. I shouldn't have. Now I'm tight as fuck again. I'm so tight. I can't tell you. I can feel it all through my bod. Like, if I went out there and swung a fucking golf, golf. Honestly, I couldn't. No, golf. I can't. No. Like, I'm putting a line through content for at least a month. I need to get this back right, bro.
Yeah, you need to get that thing.
Then
sorted.
the kids coming. You know, what I'm saying to the kids is, don't get old.
Don't get old.
That's what we're saying.
And also, maybe start doing performance enhancing drugs at like 28.
Should we get on testosterone?
Yeah, I've mused that.
Yeah.
Especially now that I've got 3 kids and I'm looking to just fucking pack up my sack and go home.
Are you going to get a vasectomy?
Dude, I'm thinking about it.
Talk me through that.
I don't want to have to...
Have you thought about it? What is there...
Okay, the reason I've thought about it, and obviously I've got to be like careful about the way I word this because there is another person involved in this conversation, right? Yep. That being my wife, whom I love dearly.
We're huge fans of her.
Huge fans. Shout out to Stephanie Birmingham. I don't love condoms.
Right. Well, now that we're armed with that information, how seriously have you looked into it?
Not at all.
What does it cost?
Tobler. And everyone I've spoken to is like, I just don't want anything to change other than the sperm bit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting de-sexed.
Where do they go in? Do they go in through the sack?
I think they're going through the gooch.
The gooch.
So out of pocket, you'll be around $560.
Not much.
That's fuck all.
Yeah, it's $785, but you get just over
What's the
$200.
kit cost?
Do you get? Is that bulk billed?
Yeah, you get
I thought they didn't bulk
like
bill anymore.
$220 Medicare rebate.
There you go.
It's $220 Medicare rebate.
Yeah, so it's
Jeez, that's pretty
$785,
good.
That's
but
not bad.
out of pocket it'll cost you $560.
Geez, that's pretty
That's
good.
New
pretty
South
good.
Wales.
I didn't know the government was paying to
Have you
have your bloody nuts tied.
de-sexed? That's the problem. I'm de-sexed then, you know? It is reversible.
But you've been sexed. So the
No,
D part's not a big deal.
exactly right. I've
It's
done
more
my
the
dash.
libido thing. Does it affect libido at all?
No. And it just feels like okay, sweet. Let's play on here. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, do I want to be, is it Bernie Eccleston or whatever his name is and have a kid at fucking 90? I don't think so.
Is there any mental barriers in terms of like it's an acknowledgement as to your age?
I mean, unfortunately, my age is an acknowledgement of my
But
age,
you know
so
what I'm
I
trying
don't
to
give a
say?
fuck.
It's a bit of a life.
Yeah, but so's fucking getting off your parents' health insurance. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, well. It was a sad day.
What, when you got de-sexed or getting off your parents?
I'm not de-sexed.
No, that's right. You got I assume you got more than,
I got more in me,
yeah. You got more battles to fight.
Well, that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's certainly the plan.
That's your intention.
That's the intention. You get one out first, though.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll go from there.
And then you go from there, yeah. What's testosterone? You know, like because
Honestly, punters and dribblers, if you're like around our age, reach out if you have done it and you see benefit. And we're not doing it to get jacked. We just want to be virile.
and jacked. But
We're not putting in the work.
no, but it's 'cause I don't have any testosterone. Takes too long otherwise, dude.
What, you be in the gym every day with?
Fucking oath I
Yeah,
will.
right. We should get one.
A gym?
Yeah.
Buy a gym?
No, as in like have a gym area.
I thought
So
about
we
that
can
already.
go and just get ripped whenever
we want.
Yeah.
Like,
but not
so-
in front of people.
That's my thing, dude. I went to Virgin Active the other day.
Did you? Cute.
I didn't go in.
Cute.
As in, I went to go and check out, like, what sort of deals you got.
So cute. What'd you wear down there?
I didn't go in, bro. I didn't, like, put shorts and runners on, cunt. I was in Bondi Junction with Hazel, and I popped my head and I go, what's the go here? What's the dealio? Because there's one over here.
Mate, they're massive, those ones, though, bro.
I know they are. But, like, what the fuck? They all are.
Because you get self-conscious about that stuff.
Well, I just don't like doing it around people. But there's
Exactly.
also, yeah, but there's a reality. I still don't let my life be fucking dictated by that insecurity. I'm like, fucking whatever. I'm still going to do it. I just prefer to do it in Josh's gym with the door closed, but I can't fucking do it.
You don't even have the door open. That's the thing.
Dude, I love it. I go in there, I put his garage door down, I sweat my dick off, and I fucking...
Do you reckon if we built the gym in here
Well, I don't know.
or somewhere else,
Well, somewhere else I would be down.
do you reckon Josh would come to us and train us like during the day?
No, because he has other people he works with, and it's the place that we may do it would be nowhere near where he lives.
But do you reckon he'd do it?
Yeah, maybe.
Pay for his travel
Yeah, and lunch.
and lunch. I'm just.
What would you put in a new studio?
What I'm trying to think of is ways that you and I can get ripped
Whilst doing
realistically.
testosterone.
Realistically.
What would you put in a new studio? Like, what are you... And I'm talking... Obviously, you have to have podcast sets, mics. But, like, what would be some non-negotiables from a, like, Funland perspective?
Well, we've got the pool table.
Yep.
I think you get a ping pong table if you could fit it.
Well, they fold up.
Well, I think that's good. We get the
Golf
time
sim.
100%. That's a great point. That's what you would get.
And, like, I think you get a golf sim. I don't even think you get a ping pong table. I think
No, fuck the ping pong table. I forgot about the golf sim. Because we've got the pool table.
Yeah.
Get the golf sim. Put it out the back or something.
Golf sim, pool table, time crisis we already have.
Although we want a new one.
Well, it's on its last legs. Is there anything else you really need? I don't think. And a gym.
Like, obviously, if we were ripped, if you and I were ripped, we'd probably put a sauna in and a cold plunge, but we're not.
Well,
so we
that's
won't.
it. We won't. But it depends. If you got something big enough, you could.
Get a Barbie.
Yeah, get a Barbie. You'd need a Barbie.
You need a Barbie.
That
Maybe
courtyard.
folks like somewhere for like smoking meats or something.
You want a meat smoker? I'd want an air vent so that we can do podcasts where we smoke cigars.
Yes. Well, that's a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
That'd be easy to put in.
Surely. But you'd have to own it, right? Because they wouldn't let us do
People
it in
have
here.
cigar rooms.
Great point.
Great
Or
point.
smoking areas at airports.
Correct. They're pretty scarred.
They're very scat. They're like the scattest places on the face of the earth. Punters and Dribblers, we are brought to you by Four Pines Japanese Lager. We were out at the brewery the other day.
Oh, we're brewing things up.
Things are brewing.
Things are brewing.
Oh, things are brewing.
We're brewing a couple of things
Things
in
are
the
brewing.
brew.
Oh, things are brewing out at Four Pines, mate. Japanese Lager.
Hey, better believe it, mate.
We went out there, got to work as we do, and then tucked into some. I tell you what, go to the Truck Bar if you're in Manly. It's a fucking
Honestly,
fantastic
it's such
joint.
a vibe. We went down there for lunch. Shout out to the food, elite. But
Yeah.
just sucking back a few Japanese lagers.
Big screen
Pints,
TVs,
too.
pints of Japanese lager, phenomenal food.
Oh, my God. They are fucking sensational. Don't believe me? Try one. Try one, bro.
Oi, try one.
Try one, bro.
Dare ya.
What else? I wait still for a child.
You wait for your wait
wait.
continues.
I wait. My wait continues. No movement at the station. We sit. We wait. We
We contemplate.
wait. We sit.
Sit, we wait, we contemplate.
There is one more piece of housekeeping that needs to be addressed. Well, two. We did last Thursday announce we're looking for another producer.
Yep.
At this point, casual. However, maybe full time. Send your resumes to turbo@hellosport.com.au. You need to be able to edit. I appreciate you sending in your resumes saying that you work in a Chinese restaurant
Yeah.
and that you don't have any editing experience whatsoever.
Maybe you just want to work for
That's
us.
great.
I get it.
And I appreciate that you want to work at the greatest place to work of all time, but it's just not, you're not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Chinese, like the fact that you can serve a dumpling's not nothing. The fact that you
Listen,
can serve a spring roll's not nothing, but it's not what we're looking for
No.
right now.
That's
Turbo
right.
at hellosport.com.au, send them in.
Few have come through already.
Yep, but we're looking for a few more. Just to have a healthy amount to look at.
Well, absolutely. Editing, audio, video, being able to film,
Yep.
fucking prepared to work hard.
Yeah, you got to work hard because the hours will be, it's not a 9 to 5, put it that way.
Yep.
Tobler,
Yes.
you have until Friday the 28th of February to find a place that's locked in. Otherwise, you're in the Daisy Dukes. Update, please.
Update, went to like 6 inspections on Saturday. Again, a mix of 2 and 3 bedrooms across the Northern Beaches. And still just waiting to hear back today. Because today will be the day that they are like, yeah, you're approved.
How do you know?
Because
Well,
they probably
because-
get back to you pretty quick.
Because I call up and I'm like, hey, when are we going to find out about this?
So
right.
you could be, this could be a
well, so
great
maybe
day
we
for
know
you.
by Thursday pod.
We probably will because I don't look. I
If
obviously
you haven't
can't
heard by
get to
Thursday
any
pod, I think
inspections.
it's Daisy
I think we
Duke
can
time.
safely say you're in the Dukes.
Okay, so I've got 7 places to hear back from.
7.
Yeah, look, because I'm not going to any inspections on Wednesday, so like
No, you're not.
this was it.
How did you find the weekend's inspections?
Some of them are just fucking absolute piss takes. Like they advertise a 2-bedroom apartment, and the second bedroom's just a little study. Like
Yep.
you couldn't even fit a bed in there. So
Yeah, that's what they do.
Got swept up in a couple of those. There was some that were really nice, and we've like tried to offer a little bit more cash, see if that helps.
Try
Because
to
obviously
sweeten the
I'm
deal.
desperate.
Have you ever thought about trying to pay off some of the families that go in there with you?
Nah, not really. I'm not that desperate, I don't think.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well,
I think there's a growing sentiment amongst the P and the D that Tobler wants to slip
He
into
wants
the
to wear him.
Dukes.
Because, I mean, before we started in the green room, he was like, yeah, basically, well, like, we were like, you've got till Friday the 28th, the final day of February. He's like, probably just like the Wednesday pod. Like, well, what? Yeah, it's like, dude, it sounds like you're really eager to don the Dukes.
No, I'm just accepting it now. At first, I agreed to it, thinking, "Oh yeah, that's a funny idea," and now it's starting to set in, and I'm just like, "Yeah, fuck it, just put me out of my misery."
Yeah. You're gonna have to be short enough to see your tattoos on your legs. So I don't know how fucking close they are to your balls, but
I want you to
That's
just go down
pretty
to
sure.
Supra and
That's like
pick up a
denim
pair.
Speedos.
Just go to Supra and pick up a pair.
Yeah, fuck.
They got to be a nice female cut.
yeah,
So I buy them if I don't get a place before the Wednesday pod.
Wednesday pod. Yeah.
Okay, well, a huge 48 hours coming up.
Biblical.
Huge. No, absolutely massive.
Huge.
I also, now we were planning on watching something, but the setup we've got here is a CEO of the NRL setup, so we won't be able to do that. But a video came across our desk on the punters and dribblers, which was another Matthew Mace masterpiece. The alliteration just happened there. That was unintentional. He must be using that AI fucking tool to do this.
He's doing something.
He's doing something. But I think it was like a 6-minute video or a fucking 2-minute, 5-minute, I don't know how long, but it was another video. Just another solid effort from the man. Every time I've had a testy pop on a podcast, that was bloke, about even potentially, Hello Sport.
So he's AI testy pop because you always
well, because I acknowledge them because I'm a class act and I acknowledge when I fuck up.
Yeah. You acknowledge for others as well.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
sorry,
Ned
Ed Brockman.
who got one of the.
Listen, I think he might still hold that against me, to be honest.
Oh, I think part of him does a little bit, just a bit, because he was in his prime then, not that he isn't now.
Well, he's still in his prime, but it was the afterglow.
It was
of
post run
across
afterglow, and you've just testy popped him into the ground.
I didn't testy pop anyone. He testy popped himself. And listen, testy pops happen. I think it's better. You can maybe let one go, but if they keep happening, shout out to Daniel Hughes of the New South Wales cricket team when we did the stream on Fox.
Well,
I had to say it.
That was biblical.
I'd love to find the footage of that.
Oh my God.
I had to say something.
He had so many.
I had to say something. Anyway, Matthew Mace did this video every time I had a testy pop, and it was fucking funny.
Yep.
And you and I and punters and dribblers in the comments are just going like, what has this guy got to do?
It's a great question.
Because we asked for more.
And we've got it.
And he's given
He
more.
did what he's done an video. He's done
Your use of the word cunt.
my use of the cunt. He's done he's done the testy pop one. What's the last one he did?
His initial one was the Chad Townsend.
Tobler?
His initial one was the Chad
latest
Townsend.
one?
Can you get up what his body of
Yeah,
work?
I'll get it up.
His
Thank you.
portfolio.
Yeah, and you can run us through it because we just want to see if he's ready.
Jarchi's wedding this weekend as well.
I know. Fuck. So tough.
It's going to be fun.
So tough. I can't go. Which is scarred.
Well,
But it is what it is.
what it
I made my peace with it long ago. So.
And this is you know
Really
what?
not that
It's a
bothered.
nice. Well, you are probably, and you're just trying to be.
No.
put a brave face.
I was 100% bothered by it, Tom. 1,000%. I've made my peace with
Yes,
it.
it's probably a good experience early on in that parenthood robs you of a lot of opportunities to do things.
I know. We've talked about this. I just got to start attaching work to it, and it'll be all
That's
right.
it. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's Vegas. It's Magic Round.
Yeah.
Perth, UFC.
So,
Other things. Goldie.
Matthew Mace.
Well, I'm trying to.
Well, yeah. No, it's looking good.
But they haven't come back to us though. Yeah. Tobler.
Matthew Mace. The 2 minutes and 13 seconds of Tom having testy pops
Yep.
with frantic violins.
Yeah.
He did a 6-minute 48-second singing compilation.
Oh, that's right.
Mega
was fun.
Mix. He did a couple of inserting Eddie's sound into popular movie scenes. Like there was one in with the Joker. I think there was one of Fast and Furious 1. In the summertime with the surfing video.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good one. Eddie's favourite food, the chicken tenders compilation.
Oh, yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah.
What else have we got here? Just waiting for this internet to cooperate.
Internet issues, Tobler. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling ya.
Listen,
But his body of work is extensive.
his body of work is deep and it's extensive, and he's come into our lives like a bolt from the blue, and he is now the newest member of the Hello Sport 11.
Well
welcome
done,
here,
Eddie. Well deserved. We
Well
haven't
deserved.
handed out a content baggie for ages.
That's a good point. I don't know when
Was
the last one
Bellotti the
was.
last content baggie?
Scotty might have been the last content baggie. Services to dribble and yarn.
Correct. A highly coveted
Yeah.
baggy grain.
Oh,
It's services to dribble and yarn.
Yeah.
You've got a rare one, Matthew
Yeah.
Mace, but your body of work is exemplary. We asked for more. You've delivered.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to remind you that the baggy green, the 11, it's an honour, right? And you have to uphold the rich tradition of the baggy green, which means don't stop making the videos.
Don't. That's partially possibly why, one could argue you deserved your call up to the 11 a little earlier. Part of that is just fear that you stop doing what you're doing.
Yep.
And that's like most people, except for like Scotty Bellotti, who really have just kept at it. But also, that's the burden of a dribbling yarn Baggy Green, right? If you just get us a sign like old Jason did,
Which we love.
that's not just a sign, but if you get us a sign, then your job is done. But if your Baggy Green is to service and dribbling yarn, there is some responsibility to try and keep going with that.
But you've done fucking fantastically well, mate. We will mail out your Baggy Green because the long lunch is it's a while away.
Oh, listen, the first Baggy Green of 2025, and I mean, there's no guarantee there'll be any more. You never know.
Well, I would say that there's zero guarantee.
Yeah. Yep.
Because maybe we won't do the Cows this year. We probably will.
No, we definitely will. Because it's
in fact, there's definitely one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, welcome to the 11.
Mate.
Congratulations.
Email 2@hellosport.com.au and we'll mail it out
to you.
For
those people that think that the side is somehow more than 11 people, I don't know if you're fucking deaf, dumb, or blind. It's an 11. There's 11 members, and he's been selected in the 11.
That's right. It's the Hello Sport 11.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know. People can't count.
Read a book.
Read a book.
Now,
well done, bruh.
Well done. Edward, what's been going on in the world of sport? Because that's what we are, ultimately, isn't it? Sports podcast.
Hello Sport.
Hello Sport.
That's who we
Bonjour
are.
Sport.
Bonjour Sport. Listen, I'll let you in on a little rugby league secret because it's important for Tom and I to be transparent because transparency is what makes the world go round.
Yep, well said.
I made that up.
Yep.
But it's true. We were pretty honest with the punter and dribbler about how we back ourselves as like on sack bets. And we think that we've got a little something, a little edge, that we're able to read the room, see value where others don't, see opportunities that others don't, and capitalise in full, take the cheddar and run. Now, we did our first sack bet of the year. No, second sack bet of the year. Our first was Kawaja.
I don't even think you'd call it. They were sack bets, but this was a proper sack bet. This was the full sack.
Yeah, Kawaja wasn't quite, was it?
No.
So it was our first sack bet of the year.
Yeah.
On Falolo?
Listen,
to score a try?
Fawalo, Clayton Fawalo of the Manly Seagulls, was playing fullback against the Penrith Panthers. Manly were $1.16 favourites. Penrith for like $4 or something ridiculous, $5.
It was their reserve side, a bunch of kids.
It was a pre-season trial, bunch of kids stuff, and Fawalo, I believe, scored shitloads of tries in the lower grades. We fucking got excited. It was a Friday. Manly were playing. The boys might have had some exciting things that they were sort of just... The excitement was in the air for you and I.
Yep.
We were excited.
It was an exciting day.
An exciting day. So we go and we get on Clayton Fawalo at 2:35, maybe 2:23.
Correct. No, 2:35.
When he's playing fullback, Manly's going to beat the shit out of him.
Reserve grade Panthers side. Manly loves a trial.
Yeah. We
Manly
love a pre-season trial.
Seabold gets the boys up for a trial. And we
Now.
just see value.
Couple of things.
We thought we did.
We thought we did. Well, we saw it. We didn't experience it. Manly played like absolute arse. It was a disgusting performance, be it a pre-season trial or not. It made me feel physically ill. Clayton Fawalo aside, who unfortunately got concussed and ruled out of the game like 20 minutes in without a single penalty being given. So once he was off the field for the remainder of the game, he passed his HIA. They opted just not to bring him back on, which stung a little bit more. I'm glad he passed his HIA. I would have loved... I wouldn't have loved him to have not passed his HIA, but it stung a bit more because he could have gone back out there.
There was an opportunity for him to take the field and he didn't.
Yes, but I'm glad he didn't because of safety in that. But once he's out of the game, now I'm just hoping that Manly can perform against what the bookies had you believe was a substandard Penrith side. What I think everyone forgets is that Penrith have got one of the great systems going round, and everyone who's not in the side is probably NRL worthy. You just don't know about it, and you just don't know.
You just don't know who they are.
You just don't know who the fuck they are.
So that's what we encountered. It wasn't a good start to Operation Sackbet for 2025.
No.
However,
shout out to Neds.
Key learnings. It was a trial.
Don't bet on it. Yep.
So that was pretty bold and beautiful.
Yeah.
And dumb. Falolo's a reserve grader.
Fawalo's
a reserve.
He's not even a first grader. As in, he's played first grade, but he's not a regular first grader.
He's not
so
a regular
we're betting
first
on a
grader.
reserve grader
Exactly.
in a trial game.
Yeah. Where anything can happen and we don't have a spine. So you just...
That's not the only learning, Edward. I'd just like to draw your attention to another one. Maybe just have a slight look at what the weather's doing and where they're playing before you go do it. Because it was rainy and it was a fucking Leichhardt. Just have a look at it at least.
Just have a look. It was... You know what it was? It was a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. Do your due diligence, which we didn't do.
Yep.
We vibed that up. And there's a place for vibe, but you also need to apply vibe to logic.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a dance
Vibe
there.
times logic, or at least the entanglement of the two
Well,
principles.
they must entangle.
Yes.
It like oil and water don't mix. There needs to be some mixing.
No, they need to mix.
They need to mix. Like
Yeah.
Nesquik and milk.
Yep.
They mix real good.
I'm a Milo guy, but I get it.
But Nesquik and milk, they mix really well.
They do.
Milo
They-
don't mix
No,
that
no,
well.
no,
they
they
sort of maybe that's what we're looking for. Some mixture.
Some mixture, not all mixture.
Like milk
Yeah.
and Milo.
And Milo. Nesquik, if that's your persuasion, but they mix too well.
No, that mixes really well.
They
That's what I'm
mix,
saying.
yeah, that's too well. A wise man once said, if you're picking them early, you're not picking them late. And that is what I take from an early loss. I will say this one more thing. I haven't picked a single bet the entire preseason tournament.
If you're winning them early, you're not winning them late. If you're picking them early, you're not picking them late. It rings true now as much as it ever has, Tom.
Yep.
I take nothing from the preseason other than I'm glad it's over because
Yep.
now we've got the Real McCoy stuff starting this weekend.
This Sunday, dude.
Sunday. Panthers,
No, I'll get it up. I'll get it up here.
Panthers, Raiders, Sharks.
Let me just see. I just want to see the preseason challenge scores from the weekend. I tell you what was a good game and who I'm a little bit...
So we're starting with the preseason.
Yeah, well, I'm just going back to preseason challenge here because there were some results on the weekend where the teams were pretty good, as in like who they had, and like it wasn't full strengthers and shit, but like the Tigers,
It's Panthers, Sharks, Warriors,
Raiders, Warriors, yeah. The Tigers look good, dude. The Tigers looked good. The Tigers, they didn't look bad.
And Benji's got him playing for him,
Galvin looked good. Terrell May looked good. Royce Hunt looked good. Jack Bird scoring tries.
I like Jack Bird.
I love Jack Bird.
Big fan of Jack Bird.
If I'm a Tigers fan, which I promise you I couldn't be further from, I am
Taruva and fucking Luai joking on the side of the field.
joking on the side of the
to see,
palling around. Look at these two fucking weapons we haven't brought in yet.
Did I see a Dakin?
Was there a Dacking?
I think there might have been a Dakin in the Tigers
I'm
game.
pretty sure Appy dacked
Yes.
Taruva while they were on the sideline.
Yes, you're right.
watching the
Yes,
game.
you're right. That's
How
exactly
the
right.
fuck didn't we get that video up?
I saw that, I think, late last night somewhere.
That's a disgrace. If you see that, you got to let us know. But that's good for vibe.
That's what I'm saying. A club doesn't dack unless it's relaxed.
Unless you're a certain person. Certain fill-in.
Unless you fill in, then you're not for dacking.
No.
Now, I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a relaxed club.
Yeah, it is. And
Boys are joking, they're getting on, they're having a great time, It's not holy shit, we got the fucking spoon again last year. We need to knuckle down and it's stress and
Yeah.
it's pressure and it's intensity. No, it seemed chill. Which
they've
is good.
still they played well and they've still got Luai, Appy, Taruva to come in. I don't know if Jarrell Skelton played either. Fucking Olam's out injured.
Yeah, Skelton played on the wing.
Sorry, not Skelton. Dream Buller.
No.
He didn't play. Heath Mason, is it? I like Heath Mason. I'm a Heath Mason guy. And I tell you who's fucking hot for Parramatta. Is it Iongi?
Yes.
Bro, let's try he scored. That kid can play. Again, behind people in Penrith. He was a fucking Penrith kid. Stuck behind Dylan Edwards and all that and the like.
And the like. Good signs out of West. Good signs.
Yeah.
Positive signs. And again, a lot of the big dogs not playing.
Now, Parramatta, what was it to 3018? They didn't have Moses. They didn't have Dylan Brown. There's probably a few others.
Listen, you can't
read anything
learn,
into
you can't
it.
learn that much. But what you can, there's not a heap to take away in a win, but there's a bit to take away in biblical losses.
Yeah.
Now, was it 48-4? Was it 40-4? Roosters
48-10.
48. No, but I mean, at one point it was 40. It was 48-4.
Was it 48-4 at one
It was 48-4 at one point. I think they scored the last try. That is so etch
That's really
for the
bad.
Roosters.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, they're going to struggle. It was predicted they were going to struggle this year. We're hearing that's why they got rid of Terrell May, because he wasn't going to buy into the tough season. I mean, that
Jesus
looks stupid
Christ.
now, potentially.
Well, Spencer Leniu apparently wants to go back to the Panthers. Heard that in the grapevine somewhere. Don't know if that's true.
They've lost leadership with a few retirements. They lost leadership with
Kiri, Manu, Suoliti, Hargraves, Sam Walker, Brandon Smith.
That's a lot.
That's a shit
man.
load, dude. It's a whole heap.
That's a lot of penis
Oh, it's a lot of schlong.
to go down, to go missing, and to
There's-
not be available.
Mark Nwanga-Nitawase, injury.
Yeah.
Spencer Leniu, suspension potentially for fucking ironing out Phoenix Crossland, I believe. Shout out to Phoenix.
Phoenix had a good game.
One of the great rugby league names.
Nice head of hair on him too, Phoenix.
Yeah, he does have a nice head of hair.
Yeah, he does. I think credit where credit's due.
No, of course. Of course. Follically gifted.
Oh,
Probably should do a follically gifted NRL team.
I think we should.
Should probably do one.
I think we should look into that.
Yeah.
We're going to take our time to do it properly.
Do it right. You know, otherwise you're just going to rush it and fucking you'll forget that Bunty Afoa exists and you go, fuck,
Shit.
left Bunty out.
Yeah.
Shout out again to Hectic Fred who loves Bunty Afoa. I didn't see that game, but I saw the score and I heard the chirp and the yarn and I saw the comments in the punters and dribblers, which are always measured. Chad apparently didn't play great.
Yeah. Well, Chad's not a big trial guy.
Chad's used to just playing regular
He
season. footy.
plays regular season. He wins comps.
Yeah.
Comp. But still. Chad's used to that sort of stuff, right?
I'm not shitting on Chad here. He was dropped for the back end of the Cowboys season last year as well. Just worth noting.
He's getting on, though, Chad.
Well, of course he's
He's logging
getting
the
But I'm
dope.
just saying, you get dropped.
Yep.
You're a Cowboys captain at one point. You get dropped for the back end of the season for Jake Clifford. Do your own research. And then
Then you get picked up as
a Rooster, like a backup.
was a backup.
But you're still, backups play.
Well, backups are playing.
Backups playing.
Backups playing.
Like, if you're a Roosters fan, you got to be fucking... Roosters don't accept this sort of shit. So, you know what I mean? Like,
well, they're going to have to for this season. They're going to have to.
I know,
for
but
this
that's sort of...
season.
It's kind
What
of
are they
scary.
paying to miss the 8?
Do Neds do those markets?
Don't know. We'll look into that because it'll take time, and it's just
We don't need to do that right
we got Yana to do.
Yeah.
So Spencer Leniu has accepted an early guilty plea and taken a 2-match ban.
Huge from Spencer.
2-match ban to start the season. He's their enforcer.
And again, light on rugby league troops. Light on rugby league
Yeah.
troops. I'm enjoying it though, punters and dribblers. I've got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I like it when the Roosters suck. It feels good.
Yeah. And that's, listen, we've obviously become really close personal friends with James Tedesco over the off-season, Angus Crichton,
Whoa.
dear friend,
Yeah.
Christmas card stuff.
Yeah.
But I love it when they suck. Love it.
Lot of time for their players. Connor Watson. Hot.
Connor Watson.
One of the most gorgeous men of all time. It's not about the individual players. It's about the club you play for, boys. You know this. We don't like you. You pumped us last year in a semi-final, embarrassed the fuck out of us. We had a great night, but it was shit for the soul.
That was shifted side.
Roosters are paying $2 to miss the top 8.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not
I don't
enough.
hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. It's not enough.
Doubling me money on a sure thing. On a sure thing.
Well, a bit of Clayton for a while about it,
Let's mull it over.
Let's mull it over, but we don't want to get any shorter. So we got to strike all the irons on as well.
Well, it could get longer. They could start well. Unlikely.
No, unlikely.
They look like shit.
They looked like
And defensively, appalling.
Yeah.
Absolutely appalling.
And you know what defense is, Eddie? It's an attitude thing, mate.
It's an attitude thing. And guess what? Defense wins comps, and they're not winning the comp this year. Not happening. But it's an
about-
attitude thing, and it was poor. Attitudes are poor.
Yeah.
People are saying Trent Robinson should be fired. Sacked, Tom. You hearing that?
He played in a grand final qualifier last year, and now they're saying he should be sacked. I love it.
That's
No,
rugby league.
I agree
That's
with it.
rugby league.
Well, but it's also the Roosters. It's like you lose a grand final, you might get the sack. John Longmire style.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Johnny Longmire wasn't cut out for the Jets.
No,
we
Horse
know
deserved
this.
it. Horse deserved it.
Horse deserved that. I mean, look, I think he should have gone a couple of seasons ago personally because the
Horse.
man can't win a JF. Horses, shit, mate. A lot of misery you put the bloody city through.
Yeah.
Now, Trent Robinson, I don't mind it. I think grand final qualifier, you lose.
You lose all these players. You've got to be able to retain players.
But you've been dog shit in week 2 of the preseason.
Yeah. No, that's true. Your preseason challenge has been disgusting.
It's disgusting. And you can only judge a coach on his last game, last performance. Yeah, you're missing troops. Yeah, you're in between, seasons, essentially. You got Reece Robinson coming next year. People are saying that Manu will be back. I don't know who says that, but I've been hearing it.
No, I've been hearing it.
So maybe maybe 2026 is a different year, but you might not be there, bro. You might not be there.
You don't have time to look to the fucking 2026 season because you may not be there, bruh.
Put it this way: if you get the spoon, do you reckon that Nick just lets you off?
Yeah, Uncle Nick, you know what Uncle Nick does, Eddie? He goes, "Hey, can you just come into my office real quick?" Trent opens the door to the office and there's no one sitting at the desk. And he walks forward to the desk to have a look. Uncle Nick is behind the door. Ice pick, back of the neck. Trent's dead.
Yeah, or trapdoor. Sharks with laser beams.
Sharks, laser beams, flaming pit.
I'd ask this question, Tom, and I'm being serious. What do you reckon Uncle Nick would do?
The Supremo.
Rugby league. Let's just imagine for a second that you're in sales. Car sales.
I have done sales before, but car sales?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you think you could argue with the Supremo, Nick Politis, that you should keep your job if you went 2025 without a sale? But I'm going to have a big 2026, Nick.
I need sales. Hey, look over there. Ice pick.
Bang.
Done.
I'd be seriously worried.
You know what else he might do? Hey, can you just open the boot of that car? Bang.
Yeah.
Put him in, close the boot. We drive him out to a gorge.
Yeah.
Some shit, bury him.
Well, mate, with the national park, we just go down there, and then we can stop in at bloody, we can go down to Wollongong for a nice lunch.
Oh, not bad. Yeah, by the sea.
By the sea.
Get a couple of fucking Sydney rocks.
So, exactly. So
Trent's decomposing in Barangaroo or whatever it is, Belangolo.
Mate, we get up early, we dig a big hole, bury Trent
we
down
make
there.
him dig it himself.
Well, exactly. Then shoot
and
him.
not us, Uncle Nick.
Uncle Nick. That's right. We're down in a beautiful part of the world by Brecky.
Yeah.
Austinmere or something.
Yeah, Thirlmere.
Thirul for a beautiful Brecky.
Yes.
Well, Trent's 6 feet under.
Shallow grave.
Yep.
Again, not us.
We're just laying out scenarios that are possible.
Yeah.
If the Roosters don't turn this thing around, and based on what I saw on the weekend, not looking good.
No, and listen, far be it from us to sort of take any inspiration from the despicable Ivan Milat, but he was, it worked. There was some spaces to get rid of some bodies.
Well, he got away with it.
Yeah, for a while.
For a while. Did I see a few standing O's other nights?
Oh, yeah. No, there was some standing O's in the crowd. I think...
I support it.
I supported it as well. I don't know.
Because it was against the Chooks.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
I enjoyed the standing O's. They were banging the chairs. They were up and about. They beat the shit out of the Roosters.
48-4. Intercept at the end, who cares? Like, that's biblical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a try, but I don't care. They had big boys out there. They had men out there.
Yeah, they
Angus
did.
Crichton was playing. Connor Watson was playing.
There were men out there.
Teddy was starting, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Of course he was.
I knew it. Fucking knew it.
No, I fucking knew it. Mate, I watched it. No, big men out there.
Big
and
men.
You standing over that shit. And listen, I haven't met Trent Robinson personally. Seems like he's probably a nice man. But
we hear great things about him.
But
he can cook a pizza.
He can give you a nice, and he knows his French reds.
Yeah. He can wine, dine, and go down on you.
Yeah.
However, just saying, Supremos don't fuck like that.
No. Supremos.
And if you ain't making sales,
dude.
if you ain't getting wins, you are disposable in the national park on the way to Thirul for brekkie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Poached eggs, sourdough, avo.
Yeah. Halloumi. If you're feeling a little naughty.
Cuz I had halloumi last night.
Dude, halloumi...
halloumi is...
2025 is the year of halloumi. Me and halloumi have started off on such a great footing.
Dude. Me and my wife murdered halloumi last night.
Can I be honest with you, Tom? I've had halloumi with every brekkie I've had this year. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's chili oil. Oi, my bra.
Yeah,
I'm out.
some more.
I need more. I need another
Filoco chili oil, dude.
Filoco, I need another litre jobby, dog. You've got my address.
Yeah, send it. Send me some.
Mate, honestly, and I'll look after you.
We're looking after you right now.
Fiocco?
Fuoco. It is the best chili
Elite.
oil.
If you like chili oil, try it out. Not an ad, honestly.
Not honestly.
He just
not
gives
an
us
ad.
litre bottles of it, and I shout out. I shout out quality.
Yeah.
I do.
I tell you what, the Halloumi, just to be back on Halloumi for a second, and we'll get back to Trent Robinson's potential murder in the Belanglo Forest. Halloumi is an interesting cheese. Cheese? Is it cheese?
Yeah, it's a cheese.
In that it's almost a ticking clock for when you can consume it, though, for it to really be as good as it can be. Like, you need to, I can have it within 3.5 to 4 minutes of it getting off the fry pan.
Bit rubbery otherwise.
Gets a bit rubbery, a bit tiry. Now, it's still good, and I'll obviously pick halloumi off my daughter's plates after they've failed to finish it.
Rookies.
Idiots.
Idiots.
Not my children.
Wait, get it together.
Oi, wake the fuck up,
Yeah.
idiots. But
You don't know what you got.
you don't know what you get. You don't know what you're missing.
You're going to wake up one day and you go, fuck, I wish I didn't let Dad eat my halloumi.
Yeah, think about all of the times that Dad just fucking hoofed my halloumi.
Yeah, rookies.
But when you get it in that Goldilocks zone, dude, when it's off the fry pan, it's not so hot it's going to burn your tongue, and it's still got the soft consistency in the middle.
But it's got a crunch to it.
And it's crunch outside, soft inside. Dude, get fucked.
Yeah, get out of town.
Get out of town.
Is Saganaki like a halloumi?
I was having this same thought fucking yesterday because Saganaki fucks the house down.
Well, it's like
a honey glazed halloumi.
It's honey glazed halloumi.
But
I don't
it's
know if it
softer.
is.
I don't think it is, though. It's a Greek thing.
I know.
Well, fucking, I don't know.
I had it recently. Went to Mount Olympus, I think. Olympus Dining, new joint.
Yeah.
End of Crown Street, is it?
Dunno.
Yeah. Crown's in Surrey? Yeah. Great joint. Pumping. Saganaki was getting into its work in a huge way. And I just wanted to show some appreciation to Saganaki and to halloumi.
Yes. Well, while we're there showing appreciation to Saganaki, I think it would only be fair if I show some appreciation to Seb's dad, Lefterios, who introduced Saganaki to my life.
What a day that would have been.
I remember it.
Yeah, of course you do.
I remember it.
Of course you do.
And it was fucking transformational.
Yeah. Yeah, you came out a better man.
And
a better human being.
And a Saganaki man. And a good word to say.
Oh, yeah.
The word almost as enjoyable to say as the food is.
Oh, the
to
Greeks
consume.
can cook. Make no mistake. And just a healthy amount of appreciation on Monday morning for halloumi. If you aren't adding it to meals, switch on. Switch on, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, get it together.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need to supplement things out.
No.
I'm saying put it in, bruh.
Yes, put it in.
Put it in.
Add it in.
Add it in.
It's cooked in like 2 seconds.
Oh, come on. Just get it together.
It's
Honestly,
cooked in 2 seconds.
Public service announcement, get halloumi in your life, if it's not already. And I know it is for a lot of you, but there's a lot of you that are missing out.
Heaps. You got any Saganaki update for us there, Tobler?
Yeah, so halloumi is... No, I know how to spell it. It's delicious. You can use halloumi, but there's another cheese, Kasseri, which is also used commonly.
Okay. So it sounds like it's not
different
halloumi.
ones.
As in, like, you can, but it's
You
mainly-
can, but...
It's usually halloumi or Kasseri or a floured dusted feta.
I know.
I think it's more Kasseri.
I think it's Kasseri just as a vibe. Punters, it was just a quick break in proceedings, in transmission, to shout out our friends at Ned's who have been very, very grateful to me over this trial period of rugby league because I am as cold as ice.
Big Ned's loving Big Tommy.
Yeah.
This trial season.
They are loving me, dude. They are absolutely loving me. And listen, if you want to see what bets to not do, download the Ned's app. You go look at my profile and then just go, okay, well, Tommy Burns has put on fucking Bryce Cartwright anytime.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's what not to do.
Yeah.
So follow along. You'll get all our bad tips and you can avoid them like the plague. Shout out to Ned's.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. Bunnies v...
El Dodd.
Bunnies v Dragons, 46-20 to the Dragons.
Now, I know it's a trial, but as I've just pointed out, you can get shot for trials.
El Dodd.
El Dodd's struggling, mate.
Lewis Dodd.
These pommy halves don't like to play in this nation.
Bit of the Sam Tompkins, who was like
That's
the
who
best fucking fullback in the
He's
world.
the best player of all time.
He played for the Barbarians. Let's get him on the wing for the Barbarians because he's so good at
Did
rugby
Sam
league.
Tompkins play like one season for the Warriors?
I don't even know if he finished it. And it was like, listen.
He was probably the most highly touted player of all time to come.
He might be the most hyped player in the history of rugby league. I don't want to shit on him, but overhyped from a coming to the NRL perspective.
Off the top of the dome, just in terms of most hyped players that I've ever heard of, it was Kurtley Beale, then probably Kalen Ponga, then probably Sam Tompkins.
And Kurtley Beale would have been for our age group. Ponga may have been, but like in our time, you are right. Kurtley Beale lived up to it, though.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah.
Kurtley lived up to it.
Oh, yeah.
He played
Ponga lived
37
up to it.
games across 2 seasons.
How many?
37 for the Warriors, 2014 and 2015.
And what were any tries, anything?
Yeah, scored 13 tries in his first season, and then the second season was 1 try from 13 games.
And then he packed it up, went home. Where I know it's probably a little early to be comparing Lewis Dodd to Sam Tompkins.
Well, it is because he's played 2 trial games, but
You're on the same trajectory.
that's a bad start, dude.
It's not a good start.
Souths were getting butt fucked, and obviously they are now reeling from a Cam Murray and a Latrell outs, which is so hectic.
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks for Latrell and Cam Murray could be the season. So hectic.
Also, what I didn't like about the 6 to 8 week thing, which means it's serious. And serious ones don't go away.
Well, they're hard, yeah,
Well, they can, but like,
but they don't. Like,
and he's a big boy.
He's a big boy, meaty boy. But Lewis Dodd, awful start, and then I don't know whether he got sin binned or whether he got heat stroke, which is embarrassing. I know he's English, but like you got to get it together. You can't get heat stroke; it's just not cool.
No, so he got put in the sin bin for that tackle on Sione Finau, who scored 4 tries in the first half. And then he collapsed after scoring that 4th try, but it didn't look like there was any impact. And then
Finau collapsed?
Finau scored that 4th try, got up and was like collapsing over the trainers. And so they weren't sure if it was heat stroke, but then they figured out it was concussion related to the hit.
Yes.
So there was no heat stroke related incidents.
No. Sorry, no. But
that would be super lame.
They thought it was, but it was only like 28 degrees out there.
Oh,
but
fucking get it together.
Yeah,
you know when the heat rule comes at the Australian Open, 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Mate, what about the heat rule at school? Where it's like, they used to be like, that was a bit of Marilyn Manson.
I think that
was a bit of Marilyn Manson removing ribs. I never got a fucking day off when it was hot.
Mate, it was hot in Dubbo every fucking day.
Yeah.
Like,
no one got sent home.
I think the rule was, was always the workaround, was that if there was no air conditioning, you got sent home at 37 degrees. But there was air conditioning, so
there were
the
days
whole thing fell in a heat.
There were days, I think, in Barrow where it was like...
Dime a dozen.
It was really hot.
Was that,
like,
does that mean it's common?
Don't know, dude.
Who cares?
But we fucking... Yeah, I think it does mean common. But that we would go to like the pool. They'd be like, oh, there's a 40-degree day coming up.
Do you have a pool at your school?
No, the local pool.
Really? You go down there for the day?
Barrow pool, mate.
Shit, that's not bad.
Yeah. How can we be making that up? That's a memory I have.
You're starting to do that a bit more.
Do you know what I'm doing more? And this is embarrassing. It's probably after I got over 33, and I may have even said this before, such as my memory. I'll just realise that my fucking light's on my phone.
Yeah, that's old man shit.
That's old man shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what the fuck's that doing? How long's that been on for?
Yep.
I'm too young to be doing that.
But
I am. I know I'm not, but I am. Dude, 35, you're still young, hip, and cool. My fucking... My light being on...
Young, hip, and cool?
Yeah, dude, my light being on through my pocket is fucking embarrassing.
No, it's disgusting.
Anyway, back to heat stroke, back to Lewis Dodd.
So you made that up then?
No, I don't think I made it up.
So why'd you say it?
Because I think it happened. Because I think it's...
So Lewis Dodd did get heat stroke?
Oh, no. So they thought that... So I got my wires crossed.
Sure.
They thought that the man that Lewis Dodd KO'd may have had heat stroke because he was collapsing over the trainers, but he was been KO'd. Yep. And then Lewis Dodd got sent to the sin bin or sent off?
Sin bin.
Sin bin. Now, when Lewis Dodd of Get It Together bra fame is on the bench, who comes on but Jamie Humphries, all former Manly, all fucking hot boy, all Beaches glamour, all long hair, all body. Comes on, lays on fucking try assist, scores one of his own.
I didn't really want to talk about him, but yeah.
Looked so goddamn good.
And he's really attractive. Which means a lot.
Well, it's pin-up boy shit. It's franchise player stuff.
It's FP and it's BP. That's billboard player.
Yeah.
If you're on that billboard, if you're getting them Levi commercials, baby, if you're asking you to get your top off, heaven forbid you're in the CKs, the Calvins.
Oh.
Like, you know, that's Mecca for a young footballer in the peak of their prime. Well, the prime of their power? No.
Peak of their powers.
Peak of their powers. Obviously, he's not in his prime yet.
Physical prime.
But he's getting there. He played one great game for Manly last year. Then we thought, fuck him, we don't want him. He gets picked up. LD's having a shocker. He comes in, lays it on thick.
They scored no points, and then Humphries comes on and they scored fucking 26 or whatever they got.
I tell you what though, and I'm just one more thing on LD. You think a trial's quick? You think your forwards are lacking? Go forward in a trial. Well, wait till round one, legit.
Yeah.
When the whips are cracking, son.
Yep.
Or maybe even like round three, round four, when the defenses start to tighten up. It's going to be tough for him. I reckon we could see more of the boy we let go, Humphries.
If you're going off trial form, he starts round one.
I don't think they'll do that.
Wayne didn't sign Dodd, so Wayne has no allegiances to Dodd.
Point.
Wayne did sign Humphries. You know what, Eddie? I think that this might be our Grumpy Coffee code of the week is Dodd, D-O-double-D.
D-O-double-D. You got to be grumpy if you're a South fan. It's just been a awful start to the season.
Yeah.
I know the season hasn't started, but you know what I mean.
It basically has.
Cam Murray out for the season, probably. Latrell Mitchell 6 to 8. Lewis Dodd can't play rugby league.
He can't play.
So go to grumpycoffee.com.au. Code is Dodd, D-O-double-D, 10% off. Yeah. 10% off. That's ground. That's beans. And that's pods.
Pods, dog.
Which is a personal favourite of ours
Yeah,
because
it
we're
is.
lazy as fuck.
Yep. Okay. Schuster, Dude, there's reports going around Schuster's not going to play anymore. That he's...
Medical retirement, didn't we hear?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's medical retirement because... I mean, it might be a medical retirement, but I'd heard that he was just... Like, all the reports were like that he actually just does not fucking love rugby league. Which, if that's the case, like, get out.
Well, we
bruh.
talked about
Yeah.
that. Let's come back to it. Keep an eye on Humphries. If you're a South fan, you must be aroused by him because the kid can play rugby league.
Can I also, just while we're talking arousal,
Yes.
there's a player in the South team who I think, and I could be wrong, like this could just be the pheromones in the air that I don't know that I can smell.
Like a truck stop wipe,
This might be truck stop wipes.
which I want to try.
What are you going to see if Ella wants to go here?
Yes.
Not a bad idea. Let's do that. We'll just cover ourselves in one night.
Wipe like when the getting's going to be good for me again.
Yeah, well, no,
which
you're gonna
is-
wait.
We're going to be away to time. This year, and remind us if we forget. We're going to
Tom, make a note.
We're going to wipe our bodies down in pheromone wipes and go home and see if we get lucky.
Yeah,
Great idea.
it's a great, and you can't try. So you can't go and try and put the moves on. You just got to be covered in pheromones and hope that it attracts
Yes.
attention.
If I get them eyes,
Yeah, you get the eyes, you get the sup,
get
sup.
that wing.
Yeah. Sup, baby.
Shout out to John Ingo.
Shout out to him. I won't even say what he did. It's fucking. I'll tell you afterwards.
Sub baby.
Sup, baby.
Johnny.
Fuck it, I'm gonna tell it. He some Instagram chick.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, he's shot his shot.
Yeah. But
He
she's-
messaged me about it.
Yeah. No, he's DM'd us a screenshot. So some Instagram chick, 150,000+ followers, that does not follow us. Clearly, just wants to reshare because she's hot in a punters and dribbles hat. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever. And then John just sends us a screenshot, and it's him just going, "Hey, what's up?" Or like, "Love the hat. I'm KD."
I'm like, said I'm KD.
Yeah.
God, he's good.
And I'm like, she's not gonna know who you are, bro. She doesn't even follow the fucking page.
No. He goes, you got to shoot your shot. He's shot many shots.
Oh, he's shot. I mean, I'm surprised he got any bullets left.
We're shooting blanks now.
Now,
Shout out to John.
shout out to John. Tallis Duncan, I think, could be a male model. And not just like a Cam Murray's hot way. I think he could be a male model if he didn't look so rugby league. Like if he like presented himself like a model.
Well, but you're only judging him when he's got the bloody.
Yeah, but you know, he's got like a rugby league
Boots on.
haircut. He's got like the tats and shit. I'm just gonna try and find a photo.
Would you compare him to that felon that blew up? You know that sexy
hot felon? Yeah, potentially. He was hot. Tallis Duncan. Just look at this kid, right? Like, imagine this guy on like a run, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, he's got cheekbones, he's got eyes, he's got
lips.
lips,
He's got lips.
complexion.
He's got blowjob lips.
I'm
Is
sure.
that inappropriate to say?
Well, no, I get it, but like, I think they're called DSLs.
What?
Dick sucking lips. But Tallis, that's not what we're saying.
I
about you.
thought you meant down to suck lips.
No, that's DTSL.
True.
Listen,
Thought you dropped the T. Sometimes you drop the T.
Yeah, you probably do. Sometimes the T sign. Just Just go like Google a photo of him. That man could be a fucking supermodel.
Yeah, no, he's an attractive man. And his name's Tallis, after the great,
They're great.
which I love.
No, I love that. But I'm like, much like our mate fucking Nick Youngquist, who played rugby league and then went over to New York and modelled.
Yeah, Nick's got a bit about him.
Nick's got a bit about him. Bit older now. And so maybe his modelling days are behind him. I don't know. Tallis Duncan, though, you get him over there. Now, Broncos beat the Dogs. Titans beat the Dolphins, surprisingly. And Cowboys beat the Storm. I don't think there was anything else really in these games, Edward, that made me feel anything.
No, I've spoken about my feelings at length.
Yeah. All right, punters and dribblers, just a serious one. Friend of the show, Connor Watson, one of his mates, Pat, was in a horse riding accident. He fell off, broke his, I think, neck or vertebrae. He's now quadriplegic. He's a father of like a young child. He's married and, you know, life-altering injury. Keen to try and get around him and support him as much as we can and help him on his road to recovery, and one that, you know, is going to be a long one and a hard one. And so, yeah, they're doing an online auction to raise some money for Pat. It's Dig Deep for Pat. If you go to airauctioneer.com/dig deep for Pat, I believe is how you'll find it. Just want to try and get a couple of things that are up here that you can bid for. Connor Watson's game-worn State of Origin jersey, New South Wales Game 3.
Ooh.
That's a hot one, dude.
That's a doozy.
And the bids are in there. It ends in 4 days, 22 hours, 34 minutes, as of recording on Monday at 1:30. So you got Connor Watson's game-worn jersey, Game 3. I don't know if you forgotten, punters and dribblers, but we won that game in a famous decider, fueled by the spirit of the Lebanese. Kalen Ponga's State of Origin jersey, signed by the Queensland team. Connor's also signed by him. Canberra Raider Tom Starling, game-worn 100 games jersey. Steve Smith, signed cricket bat.
Jeez, quite a list.
Signed and framed.
Quite a list.
George Kambosos, worn fight glove. Newcastle Indigenous jersey, signed by Ponga. There's like holidays. There's like a Secret Sumatra 10-day resort stay you can bid on. Canberra Raiders game day experience. Roosters VIP training experience. WSL tour surfer. Adrian Ace Buchan's competition use surfboard and jersey.
Shout out days.
Nathan Lyon game-worn BBL Sixers jersey. Cummins signed cricket bat. And Australian team hat.
This is one of the great lists all time.
Dude, this is fucking insane.
What's the jersey up for? What's Connor's up to?
4.5. That's a fucking hot jersey, dude. Roosters 2013 Premiership jersey. Only thing I would remove from there, I think. Is it Premiership jersey?
Well, it's not worth anything.
No. And listen, the bid's up to almost $2,000, so it's obviously worth something. Ricky Ponting signed jersey. Socceroos training polos. Mate, there's so much stuff here. There is so much. So
remind them where they go.
They go to auctioneer.com/dig deep for Pat. We'll have a link in our bio. We'll put a link in the notes, put a link in the YouTube so that if I fucked up in any way in terms of giving the handle, which is quite possible because I'm an idiot, that you'll be able to find it. But listen, if you want to go and have a crack at some serious sports memorabilia whilst also helping out a goer in need, then go have a look. Go check it out.
Love it.
Shout out to Pat. We might have to get on there and have a little look at something, Ed. See if there's anything there we can bring in.
There's a couple of things I've already had a look at. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want that Connor jersey.
Yeah, I know. It's Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, we're not made of money.
No.
I also wouldn't want a Steve Smith bat. In case of runs needed, break glass.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, runs need to break glass. I get it.
Bring that down to thick ropes and just smash the fucker and get out there.
Love it.
Because like, what's the point in having a Steve Smith sign bat?
Well,
if
you got to use it. You got to use it. And what
in case of emergency,
what would Steve want?
He'd want me to break the glass and go out there and fucking tonk.
What did Steve want? Steve's got 36 tons
Yeah.
at 56 point something.
Yeah.
It's 56.8 maybe.
Yeah.
You know, look out Singakara sort of stuff.
Oh. Look over your shoulder, Sangakkara. Kumar.
I think you finished at 57, could be wrong, something like that. And also look out Ricky Ponting because 42's Not out of the realms of possibility,
No, it's
given
not.
we've got the World Test Championship, then we've got the 3-test tour of the West Indies, then we've got 5 tests against the Poms.
Yep. That's just something worth noting. But anyway, go check it out. That bat could be hot, Edward. Now, speaking of cricket while we are here.
Yeah, let's talk about cricket.
Let's talk about cricket because I have not watched a single ball of the Champions Trophy, and I don't think, no disrespect to the tournament itself, that a single person in Australia has really given a fuck.
If Gideon Haig and Peter Lawler are struggling to get around it,
You know,
not a great sign.
but
I would say this. A lot of people going, well, Australia, there's a chance they could just lose all 3 games and be out of it. How about this, bruv? How about we chase, 350 or something like that?
351, the largest chase in an ICC tournament.
Against the old enemy.
Yeah.
The Pom.
Yeah.
Josh Inglis, turning up for the Nate. Getting into bed with his keeper mate.
I loved that Carey didn't keep.
Huh?
Carey was fielding
Love that.
and took a screamer.
We chased 351. Are you kidding me? With 15 balls to go.
Yeah. We did it easy. In a canter.
In a canter.
And you know what? Ben Duckett came out and goes, oh, the conditions changed.
Oh, my God.
The conditions changed.
Can you stop being such cucks and stop letting your wives get rooted by other men? It's not good enough.
I don't understand why they're so, why they can't just go, geez, we let that one slip. Oh, that one got away from us. The conditions changed.
Why don't you just go, we aren't good enough
We
at cricket?
aren't good, and our style does not produce consistent victories.
Why can't you just admit that we're your daddy
Yep.
and we always will be?
Much like thick ropes are to Wazar.
Exactly. It's exactly the same thing. You know you're going to lose 5-0 this summer. You know that you're just not up to it. It's pathetic. Do what the Aussies do. We don't make excuses. We just go, you're too good.
We don't make excuses.
No.
We don't look to change the team. We don't look to anything other than just go, listen, we were beaten on the better team won on the day. The problem, Eddie, is that we win all the time.
I know, that's what's annoying. 50 over World Cup in India. Against them in the final, we go out there and we just demolish them. It's just, we've already got the mace. We'll get the mace back against South Africa shortly. The Matthew Mace. We haven't lost an Ashes series since fucking God knows when. I mean, we're just too good at cricket. Every single and what's the term?
Bilateral. Bisexual.
Every single bisexual tournament on the planet we're the holders of.
Yeah.
Which means we came first. It's tough being an Australian cricket fan when you win everything.
Yeah. And it should be tougher to be an English one, but they just are so full of excuses. The conditions, it's just bro, shut the fuck up. You just got spanked. You just got put over the knee and spanked. And you should be embarrassed. You should be going, yeah, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. Could you get the card up, Tobler, and just tell me what, because I didn't watch it.
No.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Just how we batted.
Yeah, Short got 63, Head got 6, Smudge 5, Marnus 47.
Okay.
Inglis 120, Carey 69.
Oh.
And Maxwell 32.
How many seeds for Inglis?
86.
That's hot.
He scores fast. Dude, that guy who got the fucking...
Inglis is having a little moment.
No, Inglis is having a moment. Big time.
Big moment.
No, serious moment.
A lot of pressure.
Did he get 100 in the World Cup? Or did he just win the World Cup? I thought he got 100 in the World Cup. And he replaced Carey in the World Cup, played the World Cup final, gets a test debut, 100 in Sri Lanka.
Upward pressure. Upward.
Then Carey goes and gets a ton, which is obviously horny as fuck. And now one of the biggest win in ICC history. So biggest chase, you know what I mean?
Same thing.
Same shit. I got 100 with Marnus on Cricket 22 yesterday.
How'd he bat? How was he seeing him?
Easy, like beach balls.
Really?
Yeah, mate. Beach ball stuff. Beach ball stuff. It was actually too easy. I think the setting was too easy.
Yeah, right. You're on super easy. With Marnus getting a ton, it must have been.
No, because this is 22 when he was good.
When he was what?
Dude, his average is like 64.
Test player of the year?
His average is like 64 in the game.
Was he Test player of the year in 22? Or was it 23?
He was number one Test batsman.
Or was it 24? Fuck.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
What year are we in? 25.
We're in 25.
Ignore me.
No, yeah, I'll ignore you. Choose to ignore that.
But just a reminder to the Pom, You're weak and you're pathetic and you're full of excuses and it's sad and it's fucking lonely.
And pathetic.
And pathetic.
And weak.
And heaven help you when you get spanked 5-0 this summer. Heaven help you.
Heaven. Heavens to Betsy. Now,
To Betsy.
I don't know what that means.
No, I haven't heard it for a while.
Yeah.
That's not Tibetan.
No, I don't think it's like a nickname for Tibet. Like, I'm going to Tibetsy. I don't think so. I think it's
Well, because Tibet's high, maybe it's close to heaven to Betsy.
Now, that's not the worst explanation. It's not the worst, but I don't know. I honestly don't. I'd be wasting your time. Punters and dribblers, we're into bloody February, nearly March now, and I know that you're all just you've given up on your fucking health goals, but you shouldn't. And if you are going to, yeah, sure, maybe you're not training for a marathon anymore, maybe that time has passed, but you don't give up on your health.
Because we've made it too easy.
Yeah.
Like, we're not asking you to get up at 4:30 a.m. after 2 hours sleep and go and run 30K. We're not asking you that.
No, we're not asking you to do that.
All we're asking is for you to buy a sachet, put it in water and drink. It's so easy.
And it's good for you.
It's great for you. It's elite for you. We're also the number 1 rated multivitamin on the market. There you are.
Yeah,
boom.
whoops.
Over
Whoops.
1,000 5-star reviews. Get
Sorry.
that up, yeah.
Shout out to everyone who's actually had some. But begoodhealth.com.au is where you go for that. Make smart decisions. It's the least you can do. Get healthy.
Code Dribblers, 10% off. Use it with a subscription. You get 20.
UFC, whoops. Volk's fighting for a title again. Whoops. Jack Della Maddalena fighting for a title.
Whoops.
So we're going to have 2 more champions.
I think off the top of the dome, UFC 316, Tommy Tobler is looking this up. Volk fighting in Miami.
Yes.
And then
Diego Lopez, I believe.
And then Jack fighting UFC 317 in Canada.
Yes, against
Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad. Sorry, Bilal. Jack Della has been out for a fair while with a broken arm, which he sustained beating the Brazilian whose name has escaped me for the last 2 times I've been talking about it as well. But then he got like all these infections and shit in his arms.
Got infected as fuck.
A bunch of surgeries. I believe there was even like, will he fight again, which is obviously etched to hear. Or maybe that's always like the worst case of a bad situation. But it was meant to be someone else fighting him. I don't know. But now he's just straight to the title shot. He's in the top 5, so it's not it's not crazy.
I think he's ranked 4.
But he's a fucking animal. And Bilal Muhammad is a bit of a dork. And I would not something I'd say to his face.
No, but you can say it from the comfort of your own studio.
of a couch. I'd never say that to him. But he's just a dork vibes. Yep. He could kill me,
of course,
but he's a dork. But you get Jack Della. Huh?
Is he from Kazakhstan?
No, he's American Palestinian, I believe. Do your own research.
No, I'm thinking of that other contender. What's his name?
Shavkat Rakhmonov,
Yeah.
Kazakhstan, I believe. And I think people thought he was going to get it because he's a fucking beast. He's never lost 19 finishes or 1 decision.
But then Tom and I were thinking about it being like, well, if Bilal loses, which he will, to Jack, then Jack could potentially fight
Shavkat
in Perth in a biblical
Don't
card.
want to tell Dana what to do, but like...
No, we're not telling him what to do. We're providing a satiable option.
Yes. A good one. But then Volk, so Ilya has vacated. He's going up.
I'm joking.
Come on now.
I'm joking.
That made me upset. I like Ilya.
Same. I respect
and him and Volk are tight. Like you can see there's a lot of respect.
I
there.
know. I just wanted him to fight again. That's all.
I don't think it goes different.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But
I'm a romantic,
I know.
Tom.
He knocked out Max Holloway. You know
I'm
what I mean? When you see him knock out Max Holloway, you're like, okay.
I know.
Get him away.
And no one had ever done it.
Get him away.
No one
had ever done it. He'd like never been dropped, essentially.
Tom, there is a reality to the way that I speak sometimes, and more often than not, it's completely drenched in patriotism and in bias.
Yeah.
One-eyed.
You mean unqualified opinion?
Yeah.
Unwavering bias?
So I often leave reality at the door.
Yeah.
I go, there's no place for reality here.
Yeah.
I choose to see what I want to see, and I see an aging 40-year-old Volk beating Ilya.
Yes.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
Now, sure, he's not 40, but he could be
he's
far
probably
off.
35, 36, 37.
Yeah.
But he's certainly older. Certainly older. Now, he's fighting Diego Lopez, who is Diego Lima? Doug?
Lopez.
Diego Lopez, who is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But Volk's had some time off. Volk's obviously the greatest featherweight of all time, so who knows? Who knows?
And that's in a division where they basically replace each other. the featherweight, like as in the greatest featherweight of all time. It's just it was Aldo,
Oh, yes.
and then it was McGregor, and then it was Max, and then it was our boy.
Yes,
Bob.
and you could say it's now Ilya.
Nah,
But he's only won. He's only had a couple of big fights. So I mean, but you could also argue that he is because he's fucking.
so who's he fighting?
That hasn't been announced yet, but probably Islam, which is huge.
Oh,
Like
God.
that's huge.
Hook that to me,
Yeah,
Veins.
that's
Hook
significantly horny stuff.
Hook that to me, Veins.
That's significantly horny, and I'd have no idea how that fight goes because Islam's a psychopath. He's so good, but then Ilya, he just knocks people dead.
Annoying that they stripped him and don't give him the opportunity to be a champ.
I think he vacated. Dana says he vacated. They didn't strip him. He's like, I actually hate making the weight. He thinks he's like done all he can do. Like in featherweight, when you're like, well, I beat the greatest of all time and I beat the second greatest of all time, and I fucked them both up. So you could argue I'm the greatest of all time. And I don't like cutting weight.
It'd be awful. I mean, just think about
How hard it is to lose weight.
you want to lose a kilo or two. That's tough going. Imagine losing 10, 12.
Yeah, in a weekend.
Etch.
And then punching on, knuckling up.
Not for me.
No, not for me either. So hope to Christ that happens. That'll be sick. That'll be absolutely fantastic. But that's. Oh, there is another video of Bryce Mitchell explaining why the Earth doesn't rotate.
Yeah, what's that?
I almost feel like you and me should watch it together, and while we're watching it, just cut it in the fucking full footage onto the.
So it's worth a watch?
He's the dumbest fucking human being living.
I'd love to see it.
He's the dumbest human being living. So he's posted this on his Instagram, and he's so like confident about how smart he is.
There's a clip of me on PBD's podcast going around. It literally has millions of views, and everybody is just totally talking shit about me because of how stupid I am. Let me explain myself a little bit better, because this is what I meant by what I said. And I think nobody's going to disagree once I explain it. I stated that you can prove the Earth don't rotate because you can take a helicopter, hover it at 20,000 feet for 24 hours, and come back down in the same spot. Now everybody said, oh, a helicopter has inertia. I know what inertia is, dude. I'm not stupid. Let me tell you what I mean. Here's a picture of the circle of the Earth, supposedly, if you believe in a globe. And the red circle is the helicopter. When the helicopter ascends above the Earth's surface, it now has a larger flight path around the Earth, as in when the Earth, the inside circle, the black circle, does one full rotation, the red circle, or the flight of the helicopter, actually has to cover more distance to get back to the same spot. That's what I meant, okay? If you don't understand geometry of spheres and circles, that's going to go right over your head. But what I said makes perfect sense, and I'm actually a lot smarter than a lot of y'all think. Some of y'all can't even keep up with me. That's the sad part. This is basic geometry. Some of y'all might not be able to understand what I'm saying. But God bless you, and keep doing your own research, because there is no proof that the Earth rotates. That's a lie from the devil. And keep thinking what you want, calling me stupid, but I know geometry, I know inertia. An object in motion stays in motion. If I put my foot up your ass, it's going to keep going up your ass till I stop it. How about that, buddy?
Wow. Listen, some people don't get basic geometry.
Dude, but no, or inertia, or spheres. Just to know that he's like, in that whole video, there's a child there, and you're like, that's the man, that's the person in charge of the cognitive development of that human being.
What I like most is that if you believe the fact that people believe the Earth spin, that's the devil at work.
It's just the devil, which is a nice, easy way just to, well, it's just the devil.
Yeah. The devil wants you to think the Earth's spinning. Why is that? What's it change if it does spin? Why does it matter?
Why, exactly.
Why does it matter?
Why is
it not spinning? Why is that better? Why is it, if it spins devil, if it stops spinning God, why is that?
Yeah, exactly.
What's that about?
Things
just are the way they are.
I know but like, he's like, I'm actually smarter than a lot of y'all think.
Right. Well, the last couple of videos I've watched haven't been good for Case Smart.
No.
You know?
No. Anyway.
Like,
I wouldn't mind.
Let's not forget who you wanted to go fishing with.
Exactly. Exactly. That was before he was on meth. Okay, buddy. All right. Eddie, I think we leave it there, mate.
Yeah, mate. It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Shout out to our new mate.
Shout out to our new mate.
Out Sunday.
Sunday, 6 p.m, post the footy.
It's a good yarn.
It's a great yarn.
It's been a pleasure. Love yous all on that.
Love
See you on Thursday.
Bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?